Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome to New This Week, the show where I go through all the new movies and TV shows coming out on multiple different platforms, Sky, Amazon and Netflix, and give them to you so you can go away and watch them at home. So, let's run the intro. As always, we're going to start with Sky. So, coming out on Friday is Gemini Man now. Gemini Man is a movie involving Will Smith. Well, there's two Will Smiths. So, he's like a secret-y agent type person. He's very skilled in combat and stuff. And then he faces off against this person who's really difficult to beat. And he doesn't understand. Then he finds out the person he's facing is himself. So this is the whole, there's been a clone made of this really good agent trying to take down the actual agent, and it's like a fight between them two, but also the clone is fighting with his makers and stuff. So I reckon there might be some team up going on here. And to be honest, the plot seems like it's quite confusing at first, but I think if it weaves between the lines, it will really have a good showing. Sorry, my hair is a mess. I just came out the bath, so that's why. But yeah, it looks really good. It's got Will Smith in. 9 times out of 10 movies with him in are really good. So that's coming out on Friday. Coming out on Sunday is Mr. Jones. Now, Mr. Jones is a movie about this journalist slash photographer type person who is trying to find out the truth about the Soviet Union, because when it came in, it was deemed as paradise, especially for the working men and the working class. And yeah, it didn't turn out that way. So it's all about, Putin's lying and all of this, and some people believe he's going to be a saviour, but this journalist is finding out that actually he's going to make Russia worse than ever, and this, that and the other. And it's really intriguing. It seems to be, obviously, there's a very thin line, between what's right and what's wrong, and the government don't want anyone to find out. Putin doesn't want anyone to find out that this might not be all as it seems to be, and this journalist is trying to take him down and putting himself in harm's way. So yeah, this looks really good. If you're into history stuff, this isn't a documentary, this is like a theatrical film, but I think it still will hit the main concept. So I recommend that one. That's coming out on Sunday. And then there's a collection. So usually when there's a big movie coming out, and Sky, they release a collection of either the actor or the films in that series. And this week, from Monday to Sunday, is the Will Smith collection in association with Gemini Man, coming out on Friday. So this will have all the Men in Blacks that he's in. It'll have Pursuit of Happiness, stuff like that. So if you're into Will Smith, you're in luck, because there's a collection coming out on him this week, starting today. So go ahead and watch that. Now moving on to Amazon. Now coming out on Thursday on Amazon is Crawl. Now I spoke about Crawl a few weeks ago. This is a horror movie involving a giant alligator. And there's this hurricane coming in, so they can't escape the house that this alligator's, put himself in and found a home in. And they have to not only contend with the hurricane, but also the alligator, and they also need to try and get rescue, this, that and the other. There's so many different problems for this girl, and it looks, to be honest, it made me jump a few times in the trailer. So I recommend you go and watch it, especially if you're into thrillers and horror stuff, because it's a very different kind of horror, but it will still make you jump, and why not try something new? So that's coming out on Thursday. Coming out on Friday is 7500. Now that is, if you don't know it, is the distress signal when you're on an aeroplane for a hijacking. Now this is a movie all based off that. What happens if the plane gets hijacked? The dilemmas you face as a pilot, this, that and the other. It looks really good. Now, I think that's one I'm going to go away and watch myself, because to be honest with you, I've never heard of this movie. It's an Amazon original, and it looks like it has the potential to be really good. But again, that's potential, you know, you just never know, do you, with a movie. But yeah, I highly recommend you go away and watch that. I think I'm going to go away and watch it myself. So that is coming out on Friday. Coming out on Sunday is Life in Pieces season 1 to 4. Now, Life in Pieces is just, it's like a comedy like TV show, but it's also got some like home stuff, like quite hard hitting storylines, this, that, and the other. But it's also handles them in a comedic way, and do you know what? It looked quite funny. It put a smile on my face just watching the trailer. So. And you've got 4 seasons of it to go away and watch on Amazon from Sunday, so why not, while we're all stuck in our houses, the majority of us, why not just go away and have a look at that? So that is coming out on Sunday. Right, and finally, moving on to Netflix, coming out today is Hereditary. Now, Hereditary is a horror movie that came out a couple of years ago. I'm not its biggest fan. I didn't personally enjoy it, but it gets constantly raved about, and people really don't like it. And to be honest, it has a few tense, scary moments that I remember, but it's just personally wasn't my thing. But yeah, it's a movie about this grandmother who dies. She ends up still being there because it looks like she's like possessing the house and is haunting it, but there seems to be this ritual type thing, and it's all a bit weird. So yeah, the story, I think you'll only get it if you watch the movie, because from the trailer itself, it doesn't really give much away. So yeah, that's coming out today, so you can go away and watch that now. Coming out tomorrow is Cruel Peter. Now, Cruel Peter is another horror movie, but this time it's about this kid called Peter. Now, Peter was then killed, stuffed in a grave, and had this, you know, plaque written about him and saying how cruel he is and how he's been buried there. Obviously, years and years have gone by, and someone has the house and buys the house that this kid's dead body's lands on. So what would you go away and do? You would get rid of it and throw it away, read what the plaque says, but he makes the big mistake in reading what the plaque says by the looks of it, and then Cruel Peter comes back in ghostly form, and yeah, he starts basically abusing the daughter and starts putting these ritual marks on her, and it's really, it looks creepy as hell. A few of the camera angles are very creepy as well. So yeah, it's one that I've never heard of before, but that's coming out tomorrow and it looks pretty good. Coming out tomorrow again is Rick and Morty season 4. I mean, it's Rick and Morty. I think everyone's heard about it right now. It's a cartoon comedy. Again, personally not my type of thing, but it's talked up about by so many. So if you're looking forward to seeing season 4, that's coming up tomorrow. If you haven't seen Rick and Morty before, go away and have a look. You know, it's a comedy. It's for some people, it's not for others. You've got to go away and at least watch an episode and see if you find it funny. So yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. Coming out on Wednesday is People Just Do Nothing. Now, this is a British comedy based off a group of people that have their own radio, and they do a lot of silly stuff, and it's classic British cringy comedy, but it's with people that are, how do I put this, like, it's weird, like, you just go away and watch it, because, or like at least look at the trailer, because you'll get what I mean by there's a certain type of people that it's that these people are sort of thing, and they've got this swagger about them. So yeah, season 5 of that's coming out on Wednesday, but obviously go away and watch previous seasons if you haven't watched it before. And coming out on Friday is Feel the Beat. Now, Feel the Beat is a movie about this girl who gets rejected for this main star appearance. Then she goes back to her hometown, feels sorry for herself, and then like people recognise her, and she takes she helps this dance group in a couple of sessions, but then she's like, I don't really want to teach kids, this is not my thing. And then this competition comes around, and she says, like, to the kids, there's no chance of you winning this, not at all. But then she finds out that if she wins this competition, she gets to go to this mainstream place, like the place she got rejected from. She got rejected from a major role. She will get one if her thing wins the competition. So what does she go and do? She goes to win the competition with these kids. It looks really good. It seems quite wholesome as well, like in places where, you know, she might actually grow to just love teaching kids dance rather than, you know, being her self-righteous self and stuff. So yeah, that's coming out on Friday. It looks very like all the breakdancey type films that came out before. It seems very much in that beat, but it looks pretty cool. So that's coming out on Friday. Also coming out on Friday is Skyscraper. Now this is a action movie with Dwayne Johnson in, or The Rock, and basically he plays a disabled man that, you know, has to be the hero. He's a security like guard type thing. He knows all the tech security stuff. It happens to be when he's in this building, because this brand new building, which will be the tallest in the world and stuff, he gets hired to check all the stuff out. Unfortunately for him, it happens to be that these terrorists decide at this exact time to take down this building and all of this, but he brought his family into the building, so it's all about him trying to save his family, trying to save the building, this, that and the other. It's very die-hardy. If you've seen the first Die Hard, it's very, very good. I went to the cinema to watch it when it came out. It is really good. I highly recommend it. If you're into some action movie, then go away and watch that. That's coming out on Friday. Also coming out on Friday is Floor is Lava Season 1. Now Floor is Lava is a game show involving the idea that the floor is lava, where basically they have to work as a team. Like, there's different teams and they have to work as a team to make it across the obstacle course while the floor is lava. If your foot hits the liquidy lava, then you're out. And yeah, it used to be like a fun little game everyone used to play, and now they've made it into a game show type thing. So yeah, if you're looking for something really silly and not that serious, then that's coming out on Friday. And finally, not a very busy week, but there's some good stuff still here. And talking of good stuff, it's The Sinner Season 3. Now, The Sinner is basically, it's like a cop show type thing. You know, they invest, but there's a load of twists and turns, and it's very secretive. A lot of it, you know, this is very much, if you like a show with a lot of twists, this is one to watch. It's very known for that, and they've penciled this as the most shocking season yet. I didn't say that, that's what they've said. So yeah, that's coming out on Friday. Go away and watch the previous seasons, because it's always got the same main people in. It's just one story thread in season 1, one story thread in season 2, and one in season 3. They may link in some ways, but the characters like the main characters do. So yeah, go away and watch the previous seasons if you haven't already. But if you're looking forward to season 3, that is coming out on Friday for you guys. So yeah, that is it this week. Sorry about my hair again. It's just, it does a thing on its own. But yeah, a quiet week, but there's some really good stuff in here this week, and a lot I want to go and see. So yeah, if there's anything you want me to review or anything, put it in the comments down below. Also put in comments, what are you excited for this week? What's really making you go, I want to go and watch that? Hit that like button if you like this video and like this series. It does just, it really does help me out. Trust me, it helps the algorithms and stuff, so please go and do that. And subscribe if you're new and you like my stuff. You know, again, helps me, and plus you won't miss a thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. See ya!